In our fifth and final example, we're going to solve for b, where 1 is less than 8 times the quantity of b minus 15 plus 9. With the two sides of our inequality separated clearly, let's look and see what's going on here. Well, for starters, our variable is on the right side of the inequality instead of the left side of the inequality. But that's okay. This is the same process that we've been going through, where we follow our order of operations to get our variable b all alone. And if that freaks you out, that's okay. We just need to practice. So let's go back and look. What do we get rid of first? Remember, we get rid of things that are adding and subtracting first if they are outside the parentheses. So let's get rid of your 9 by doing its opposite and subtracting it on both sides of the river. Now that our 9s can cancel out on the right side of the river, we see that 1 minus 9 is negative 8, less than 8 times the quantity of b minus 15. All right. Now we can get rid of the 8 that is in front of the parentheses. And things that are multiplying, you get rid of by dividing on both sides of the river. And we did that to get rid of our 8s on the right. As a result, we now have negative 8 divided by positive 8, which is negative 1, less than b minus 15. Let's talk about that. Yes, we divided by 8. We sure did. But it was a positive 8. And because it was a positive 8, this less than symbol stayed exactly as it is, because you only flip this, you only turn the inequality symbol if you divide it by a negative number. It doesn't matter that the 8 that was on the left was negative. It's the 8 in purple underneath that does the flipping, so to speak. All right, let's finish this up. How do we get rid of that 15? That's right, we add it over so that our 15s on the right side of the equation can cancel out. As a result, negative 1 plus 15 is a positive 14, which is less than b. Now, this is one way that you can write your final answer. And if it bothers you to have the variable on the right side of the equation, you can turn this around. You can have your variable on the left side of the equation. However, you have to be very careful when you do that. So in elementary, you probably had something for greater than or less than saying, the monster eats the bigger number, right? So here, if we go back to that, our monster is eating the b, the variable. So if I turn this around, the monster still has to eat the b. If I'm going to turn it around, I have to turn the whole thing around. If you're going to flip it over, you're going to flip the whole thing over so that your variable can be on the left where we usually have it. And that might help you to feel better. These two mean the exact same thing. I expect that most teachers and most digital platforms would allow either one of those answers. So there you go.